down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Stiff on, spin move, is on scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, is on scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that'll make it third down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early third and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now it's Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 6-yard line.
From the 6 to the 5. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll that's going to be good for Chargers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Herbert. The pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick 6 from Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
37-yard line.
Out past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And this one's tipped and intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks him. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
the ground. It's Geis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. It is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, trying to get things settled down a little bit.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
35-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. And Herbert, who's throwing interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watson's throw going to be taken in by Johnson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson again. This is Johnson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And out of bounds right around the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Houston.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The
Charger drive